Father Michael Battle, a good Roman Catholic commentary, makes this comment. He said, "Many people today have, as he puts it, fallen in love with an image of Jesus. We easily fall in love with a kind of romantic but diluted idea about Jesus, a kind of infatuation or a superficial kind of love," he says. Well, it's true. I think we all know. Psychologists tell us that sometimes love, romantic sort of love, always projects the best, doesn't it? What we want to see, what we want to believe about that one we love. And we can easily edit the facts about the one we love. Love is blind, they say. Love lies a little bit too, doesn't it? We do this because we don't want to spoil our wonderful fondness, our good feeling, and our expectations. Rather, we want to continue our good expectations and our thoughts of this one we love so. We want to control and hang on to this wonderful experience we're having. Till psychologists tell us that it may be that we are in love more with our projections of love, our images of what we want and what we think we need from the other, than true reality. But real love, agape love, biblical love, self-giving love is so different. And that same commentator says this, quote, "Here, Jesus rides through all of the delusions of superficial love and attachment to truly love us to death." End quote. Not what we might have expected or wanted, but he ends up being more than we could have ever wanted. Jesus comes to us in ways we would not have expected, maybe ways we would not have wanted, certainly have chosen. Perhaps he's not the Jesus we thought we wanted. All said and done, Jesus was very disappointing to so many that day in Jerusalem. Some of them had notions of military, nationalistic aspirations and visions and projections and expectations. And Jesus was not at all what they had been looking for or what they wanted from him. He came for something much greater. Even as he came on a donkey, humbly, as the King of Peace, coming to drive out fear in ways of mercy and true forgiveness, giving himself in absolute love, in sacrificial love. Poet W.H. Auden says, "Christ did not enchant people. He demanded that they believe in him." It's also noted that once the true nature of his ways were seen, the crowds diminished to only a few. Maybe that's the difficult part of truly loving and following the true Christ, the Son of God, our Savior, rather than the one we tend to want and maybe project in our thinking. Isn't it true that we often want a Jesus that we can sort of keep in our pocket and pull him out to help us when we need him, just as we decide? Isn't it true that sometimes we want a Jesus that will answer all of our questions rather than us answering his call? Isn't it true that sometimes we want him to fix our problems and service our needs rather than us serving him and the cause of his kingdom? We want to hold him to be what we think him to be, and we want to make him to be what we want him to be, rather than follow him even as he calls us to our cross. that he can make us to become what he wants us to be. The crowds that day, I think, came, many of them, with images of Lazarus in their mind. They came looking for resurrection. And Jesus talks about death. He said to them prior, unless a grain of wheat falls into the ground and die, it remains just a single grain. But if it dies, it bears much fruit. And then he said, those who love their life will lose it. Those who lose their life for my sake will find it. Whoever serves me follows me. That's what he said. They came looking for resurrection and seemingly found little but death. Interesting, and we jump ahead from Palm Sunday here a bit, but only a week later, the women came to the tomb looking for death. And then they found resurrection and newness of life. Jesus has given himself to us in sacrificial love to the death, that he might bring us to newness of life, leading us and empowering us then by his living Spirit among us. That's the Jesus that I think we truly want. That is the real Jesus, who leads us through, yes, death to ourselves and everything we think we want, to real life, to abundant life, as we trust and hope in him and follow him as he leads us by his word and by his Spirit. And that's how we become what he wants us